Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sanjeev P. Sahani presenting to you a new episode of Jibs Infotainment. Today we will be discussing the need for emotional first aid. We would not think twice about grabbing a bandage for our burned finger or getting a cast for our teen's arm due to their epic skateboarding mishap. So why don't we use first aid for our mental health? Everyone who struggled with a painful heartbreak or the death of a loved one knows that emotional injuries can be just as crippling as physical ones. The first step is to acknowledge the need. Recognize when you are in emotional pain. Physical pain is the body's way of telling us that something is wrong. This goes for emotional pain as well. If you experienced a rejection, failure, or some other life tribulation that you just cannot get over, then you need to pay attention to that emotional injury. Believe it or not, it won't go away if you simply ignore it. Psychological wounds often manifest as physical symptoms such as headache and illnesses. Reach out to others for support and find additional ways to relieve this pain. Try journaling to help get out all those nasty feelings. Thoughts like, I'm so stupid, or I just cannot get anything right, drag down your self-esteem and make it more difficult to be emotionally resilient. Show yourself some compassion. You would not let your loved ones or friends beat themselves up while they were down. So don't do it to yourself. Change what you tell yourself by substituting a negative remark with a positive one. Try writing or texting yourself supportive things to help build your self-compassion. Repeatedly replaying distressing events in your mind is not a helpful way to heal from emotional wounds. The best way to disrupt unhealthy rumination is to distract yourself by doing something positive. One thing you can do is to engage in something that requires concentration, such as completing a crossword or playing a game on an electronic device. Physical exercise is another way to distract yourself from ruminating. Take a walk or a run to help clear out that cluttered mind. Even just a few minutes of distraction will reduce your negative focus. Failing to reach a desired goal or whatever else you may deem as failure compels you to focus on what you cannot do instead of what you can. Don't dwell on your shortcomings. It only perpetuates your self-criticism. Learn to ignore that negative voice of helplessness. Make a list of what you could control and change if you were to try again. This will reduce your feelings of powerlessness and improve your chances of future success. Loss is often seen as the passing away of a loved one, but it can also be loss of something else significant to us, such as a job or a relationship. Loss can leave deep scars and keep us from moving forward in our lives. One of the most important things you can do to ease this pain is to find meaning in the loss and reframe your thinking about it. Think about what you have gained from the experience and what you could change to add more purpose and meaning to your life. That's it in this video. Keep watching Jibs Infotainment. Thank you.